Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Trevor Etienne to return this. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
What a tumultuous start to Bryce Young's career. The former #1 pick has about seen it all, Kate, in the NFL. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. At least that's what he and the Carolina Panthers got to believe, because the finish to last season was his best football yet.
They'll start on the ground. Gallup. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And, Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No. But he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy on the play action. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Now Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd and long, Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. It's fielded at the 14. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd try. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Here's Dowdle again. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Panthers, 1st down. A gain of 16
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. And going play action. Young. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Sam Martin not again now to punt it away. Deep for the 49ers is Sky Moore. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap for Purdy. In trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. That's complete inside the 35. And he takes it down to the 33. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that separation to create the big play down the field.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Purdy throwing here. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Play action now. Purdy. Looking for somewhere to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
Piniero's kick is good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Carolina offense headed out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, on for Dowdle. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. On the ground again with Dowdle. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
Okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Young's going to sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun is Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
1st down, Young. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks, you got to keep on throwing. But, boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Jump off caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yep.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Rick Martin making that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On On the draw, it's Dowdle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
First and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, Young. Cuts, this is Xavier Leggett. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Here's Young to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it third and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. They get 22 out of that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, Well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now it's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 32. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and...
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. They stick with McCaffrey. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
A 49-yard attempt.
Piniero's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. This is Legant working the left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. This is Dowell on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work 49ers all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
It's a loss of 1.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Young to throw here on third. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure, Kate. I'm not sure. You're not sure. Everyone in the building is not sure how you can lose the biggest eligible receiver on the field, but that's exactly what the defense just did.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. The inside give to Dowdle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. You just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Young on the play action. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Young working from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Dowdle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
QB sneak coming, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
49ers 6.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a gain of 5.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made on the play by the rookie from Texas A&M. That's Nick Scorton.
It's a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Purdy out of the gun on 3rd down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. Back deep is ETN. Takes it in at the 26. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
A tight end in motion now. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player. As they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's the give to Dowdle. Continuing to move past the 45. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Young looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Run with Dowdle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. Third and a lone yard coming up. He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. Down to the 10. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers now lead by 10.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11.
49ers 6.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Purdy on first down. Catch made over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw, Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Purdy throwing here on first. Get some space around midfield. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 from the 43. Drive play straight ahead. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, when you're a defender and you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. They piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
3-yard loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Thomas Morstead on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. It's McMillan with the catch out left. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Caught quickly on the slant. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Hubbard on the give. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Young to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Carolina in punt formation. And is Sky Moore on the return. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So here come the 49ers on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. Deep. Oh, on him quick there. And they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. From the gun is Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Thomas Morstead out to put his leg into this one. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Starts from the 44. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And going play action. Young. He's got a man left. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Young from the gun on 3rd. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Topped that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. To the air yet again. Young finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Young on the play action. Throw caught at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetitions to make it look easy.
That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Here's Young again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get him.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers get more points to end a lopsided first half. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers push their lead to 18.
49ers 6.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's stopping just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Purdy will sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
At the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from the 37. Off the play fake, Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to Jawan Jennings. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Play action now with Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Brings up second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he could have a free play here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still third down.
They still need 4. Third down now after the penalty. Purdy to throw it. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49er first down. First and 10.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up third and very short.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Purdy on the play action. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Young. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. First down now, ball at the 33. So Reed the give to McCaffrey. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
This one's quickly to Jennings. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Running back sent in motion left. Purdy looking to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Piniero's kick is good, and that lowers the deficit to 15.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They've kept throwing it to him as we work throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Out of the gun, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Connection made to Tremble. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st down, Purdy to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. He's taken down after reaching the 30. And there's Nick Scorton there on the play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They get 2 yards on the run. It's 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Their punter making his way out now. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers set to take the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Young working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout. Just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. And the fair catch made here at the 15. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. Pearson on the slant. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
New set of downs for them from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Here's Dowdle again. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers grow the lead now to 22 points.
49ers 9.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Isaac Garindo to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Purdy on first down. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Offense to the line, second down. Back to throw, here's Purdy. Completed left side there to Jennings. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Purdy throwing here on first. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
One of the tight ends motions right. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And no touchdown here. Just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it.
Here's the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this two-point try.
The 49ers will
keeping it on the ground. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy in that two-point conversion. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is ETN. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Tight end motioning right. It's Young to throw here on first. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards.
And the Panthers.
And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the...
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Panthers have set themselves up for the victory, Brock. Now just need to carry this lead through to the final whistle. Only took them 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. It's complete. Sanders has got it out right. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. First and 10 now from the 46. Counter play, Hubbard. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Cut down the field. Leggett. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And that brings up 3rd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. Has a big hole left. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffed out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Young to throw it. Throws caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to Xavier Leggett. 5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Young throwing here. Dumped off to his running back. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
A gain of 6.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First and goal, Hubbard. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers stretch the lead to 23.
49ers 15. Fitzgerald
now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. 49ers to the line. First and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Purdy on the play action. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun is Purdy. They'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third and just 2 to go. Man in motion, headed right. Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Pass brought in by Jennings. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down throw by Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And gain 11 on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Robinson on the inside give. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needed. He's brought down well short, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Dowdle. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. I think they might have taken that 1st down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Young to throw here on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there Right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here's Young to throw. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Just short of midfield.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Young's going to sneak it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
A tie in baseball, Kate? Well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak.
Now we've got a challenge. Dave Canales not happy with that last call.
Previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the 1st down. Run with Dowdle. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Young on 1st and 10. To the left side, Sanders has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
And we're down on the ground. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Young on the play action. Drops back. Needs it. The 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. The inside give to Dowdle. And give him 6 on the run as that play takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Panthers can rest easy with a 3-score lead.
A 26-yard attempt.
Fitzgerald sends this through, and that'll make the lead 26 points.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
Moore with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Back to Pearsall again. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Tight end in motion left. From the gun, it's Robinson. Escapes the defender. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Purdy. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punting unit out now.
Formation for San Francisco. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.